Hey, folks, welcome back. Here we are, part three
Part three.
of the 12-hour charity stream for St. Jude's. What time do we start? We're 5 hours into this thing, John. We got 7 hours
Yeah.
left. We've been doing all right, though, right? Have we?
Yeah.
We've been raising a little bit of money today, which is always good because
Yeah,
every little
we're
bit
at
helps.
420. We're at 425 now.
425. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. A little
Yep.
bit extra, so that's good. The tally continues to grow. We've been having some good conversations going on here, some back and forth, some dialogue, some bullshit, whatever you want to call it. We've had a little bit of everything. So we're gonna kick back now because we've got in 2 hours we've got the debate, the
Sorry,
debate about
the
the Second
debate.
Amendment
The
and
main
gun
event
control.
of the evening.
We're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about some of the issues surrounding that, or where it is today in this day and age. So, up until that point, for
Mhm.
about the next, let's call it an hour and 45 minutes, John, before we go into part four. Um, I don't want to talk about anything serious for a little while. How about you?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of done
Unless
with the
unless the
serious stuff. Let's
chat
have some fun.
unless the chat just demands something serious, like I've got a pimp. They say somebody wants to talk about the pimple on their forehead or something like that.
That is
Good
pretty
ways
serious.
good ways to get rid of that acne issue, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But I think I think that no, we should just keep it nice and calm and sedate for a little while. Maybe a little laugh and a little smile. But we are raising money for St. Jude's.
Ew.
We've been promoting this for a
Thanks.
little while. It's Good Friday, so hopefully we can draw some people in. We're kicking it out there out into the world. We'll hopefully draw a few more people in. Keeping our fingers crossed. John, um,
Yeah.
I just
Before
noticed
you get
something
before,
about the top of your hat. You look like you've got a camel toe on the. Don't change it. You look like you've got a
yeah,
camel toe up there.
yeah. Well, what happened was when I went to go and get food earlier during the last segment, Florida decided that it wanted to Florida outside.
Yeah, this does that.
Yeah, and so I was already towards pretty much at the store, and so I wasn't just gonna turn around and go back, And so got a little soaked,
Oh,
got a little wet.
I thought you were having food delivered.
No, no,
Wow, that's a shame. So you should get
yeah,
one. See, if you had one of these hats, this hat can get
yeah,
wet, doesn't lose its shape, doesn't do anything. It just
yeah.
stays just like this because it is a fisherman's hat
Mm,
and is expected to get wet,
gotcha. That makes sense
and
actually.
yet
Yeah,
is stylish in a very Greek sort of way.
yeah. No, I like it.
I don't like Greek. I mean,
I
I've
don't like
tried
Greek
it.
food.
I like Greek food. I don't like
I'm
Greek
not a
food.
big fan. No.
No, I've tried. It doesn't do anything for me.
All
When
right, fair enough.
yeah. But I wouldn't mind going to Greece. Have you ever been to Greece?
No, I've never been to Greece.
Are they still trying? Are they still going bankrupt? Might not be a good time.
Probably. Yeah, it might not be.
Do you want to go to a bankrupt country? Well, actually, I guess the dollar will buy you more if you go to a bankrupt a country that's going under, right?
Yeah, that's
Or
fair.
does it? Okay, so John, you had a fun little idea that you wanted to try out, right?
Yeah,
Something you
that's right.
wanted to
Well,
do.
right. I think because we're about $75 from our goal, where I'll be speaking exclusively very poor Irish Gaelic for an hour. I figured we would just find out exactly how Irish I am. I mean, despite the fact that I'm wearing, the flag on the shirt, we'll see if I'm a poser or if I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, because of that, we have a quiz here from the most reputable source that I've ever found, BuzzFeed.
For quizzes?
For anything.
For
I mean,
any
BuzzFeed
well,
BuzzFeed is the most reputable source for anything ever. I don't know
are
if you knew
they?
this.
Is that what that
Oh
is,
yes,
John? Is that what you're
absolutely.
going with?
Oh yeah.
So here we have it, John. Since you're on the left, we'll make you the left tab, and I'll be the right tab. We're going to find
Fuck
out
you.
how Irish the two of us are. Well, no, it's just the way that. I mean, yeah, it's not
No,
my
I know.
fault. I
I
don't
know.
control the Discord knows its shit.
Right.
Not that I'm as far right as Discord puts me, but still.
Right.
All right, so you're going to be here on this handy little left tab, and I'm going to be here on this handy little right tab, and let's see how Irish both of us are. And Yeah, because we can't just assume based off your drinking habits, right?
Right.
Because otherwise you would just be full-blooded Irish, right?
That's right. So
I have a dumb question though, real quick. Um,
there are
who
no dumb questions, only dumb people, Robert.
who are these two little blonde things? What is that? Is that
It's they're famous like I don't think they're in a band, it's more like a boy band kind of
is
deal,
that
I think.
is that what would happen if Justin Bieber and One Direction had a baby?
Looks like it,
Twins,
yeah.
twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just kind
Yeah,
of scary.
I'm not actually 100% sure who those are, so I might not be as Irish as I'm claiming.
Well, let's find out. Okay, John, here's your first question. You've lost your phone. What do you do?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Look for it in the last
Go ahead.
place you left it. Pray to St. Anthony. Call it from another phone. Resign yourself to a life off the grid.
You absolutely say a prayer to Saint Anthony. Absolutely.
No, I just call it from another phone. That's just
Yeah, you're wrong.
what's St. Anthony?
See, you
Uh,
never know.
how long should a wedding last? An hour and a half, civil ceremony, canapes, bosh. 5 hours, town hall, reception, dinner, DJ. 7 hours, church, dinner, band, DJ. If it's over and under 10 hours, then it's not a wedding.
Yeah, absolutely. The last one. If it's over in under 10 hours, it's not a wedding.
I got to go with. I'm going to have to go with kind of basically what I've done. It wasn't a church, though, but. Yeah, church, dinner, band, DJ. All right, John, here's your next question. You're in a corner shop. What do you purchase? Milk and cigarettes, a chicken filet roll, a breakfast roll, the newspaper.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I guess it depends on what time of day it is, but I'm going to go with milk and fags.
I'm going to say milk and cigarettes too, because any time of day, that's the right
Yeah,
purchase.
exactly.
What
Exactly.
What is an appropriate way to end a conversation, John? Goodbye. Bye now. See you. God bless. Bye. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, the last one.
The
Bye.
giant.
Talk to you later. Bye. 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 All right. All right. Yep. Bye. Uh huh.
That
Bye.
sounds.
Yeah.
Who is that? That sounds like that song. Bye. 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 Was that
Oh God.
Backstreet Boys?
That was in sync,
In
I
sync.
believe.
Talk to
I
you
believe that was
later.
in sync.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna have
bye.
to
Bye.
go
Bye. Bye.
with goodbye. I'm just gonna go. Have to go with the standard. Which of these phrases invokes the most terror? Come home, we have to talk. Your account balance is zero. Honors math. Your mother and I are
Ooh.
very disappointed in you.
It's either honors math or your mother and I are very disappointed in you. Probably your mother and I are very disappointed in you. That's probably the most terrifying of all those phrases.
Mine is probably the bank account. I have to go with that.
Oh,
Which of these is the most socially unacceptable? Never getting around in, talking notions, acting the maggot, picking your nose.
never getting around in for sure. That is just that's horrible behavior. How dare you?
Damn, did you hear
The
that?
hell? I did hear that. What the fuck?
Did that happen in your place too? Did you hear it from her?
No,
Wow,
no,
that was thunder and
that was awesome.
lightning. The way you love me is frightening. You
Oh
better
god.
knock on my wood. Sorry, I think I got the
Wow.
words wrong. All
Yeah.
right, so I'm going to say picking your nose because that's just gross. All right, what do you call your parents? Mom and dad, mammy and daddy, their first names, mom and pop.
Uh, I mean, I go with mom and dad, but yeah, so I'm gonna go with that, mom and dad.
Yeah, I think with mom and dad, you can kind of, interplace mom because it's kind of the same word.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, a tourist stops you in the street asking for directions. You don't know the answer. What do you do?
Hmm.
Direct them to the tourist information office, shrug and tell them to ask someone else, tell them you'll walk with them for a bit to see if you can remember, Google directions for them.
I would probably shrug and tell them to ask someone else. That's just me personally.
The answer I need is not here.
What? Just tell them wrong directions.
I'd ask them
Act
why
like
the
you
hell you don't Google the shit yourself.
know.
But then I would probably, no, I don't. Yeah, I'd tell them to ask someone else because that's typically what I've done. But I don't know how to tell you there, buddy. They might know in the store. All
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Okay, cup of tea? Oh, yes, berries, please. Lions would be grand, thanks. Do you have Earl?
Maybe.
All right, did you hear what the
All right. So what
options
do you
were?
say?
The cup of
I
tea.
can see it on the screen.
Okay, cup of tea. Oh, yes, berries, please. Lions would be
Ooh.
grand, thanks. Do you have Earl Grey? No, thanks. I don't like hot drinks.
Well, I know the correct answers are the top two because those are both very popular tea companies, and that is
Thanks.
not Earl Grey hot.
Hot. You might have left the immersion on. How does this make you feel? What's the immersion? Oh no, I thought it was on a timer. I'm sorry, I have to go home right away. Ah, it will keep.
Yeah, sorry, I have to go home right away, immediately.
Do you know what an immersion is?
I do, yeah. Give your answer first, and then I'll tell you what it
No, I
is.
know what it is.
Oh, okay.
But I would be
So
like, oh
then,
no, I thought it was on a timer because, you know. Bono is the lead singer of U2, a musician and an activist, a famous Irishman, a pox.
a pox for sure.
Yeah, he's a musician and an activist. Duh. All right. You got as Irish as the Late Late Toy Show.
Oh yeah.
You know who's taking the
Th-
horse to France? What is the Late Late Toy Show? Does that sound familiar?
Yeah,
Is that
that's a
a show?
huge. It's a huge show in Ireland. It's like their late night show. You know, like a Jay Leno or
But
I
the
don't know
test
whoever else is around.
vibrators or something? What?
Well, the Late Late Toy Show is like a once a year thing for Christmas where they like have a bunch of people come in and they showcase like the new toys for that year, and obviously kids are like, oh my god, new toys. It's a huge thing there.
You got as Irish as Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Time to book a flight and brush up, matey. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Wow. Have you ever
Yeah,
seen
it's not very
Darby?
Irish.
Did you ever see Darby O'Gill and the Little People?
Unfortunately, yeah.
It had Sean Connery in it. Definitely
Yeah,
worth
no,
watching.
yeah, no, it was all right. It
It was what it
wasn't
was.
great. Yeah.
All right, so that was a fun quiz. Do you? So BuzzFeed has lots of quizzes because they are the top. They are the best quiz makers.
They are the most reputable source for
They
sure.
are. Ooh, have you ever watched The Office?
Yeah, I
Really?
love that show. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. Anyone
All
who says
right.
it's a shitty show can get fucked.
Let's go head to head then.
Let's do it. I'll fuck you up on some office knowledge.
Will you?
Oh yeah,
Let's just find out. How many times have you watched the entire series?
at least two or three.
At least. I love that blanket answer that doesn't answer.
Well, okay, at least two, maybe more.
All right, here we go. Here's your first question then. Where did Charles Miner work before Dunder Mifflin? Saticoy Steel, Hammermill, Staples, or Chrysler?
What are the options? I'm trying to wait for the screen to catch up.
Saticoy Steel, Hammermill, Staples, or Chrysler?
I think it was Setakoy Steel.
Was it?
I believe so.
Oh, it's going to tell you correct answers as you go.
Oh man, that sucks.
Oh, that's stupid. So I have to do it to where I only see the four answers and not below. So I have to be cautious with this. It was Saticoy Steel, though.
Yeah. Well, now, bitch.
Do you even know how paper is made? It's not like steel. You don't put it into a furnace. If you put paper into a furnace, you know what would happen? You'd ruin
You ruined it. That's
it.
right.
Nothing beats just how plain faced he is, or
Yeah.
every time he says something, just so dead on. Stupid. You can't
Yeah.
make paper like steel. Let's tune this in. Oh no, I'm good. Okay, why did Nate move out of his mom's house? Nate, he wasn't paying rent. He never cleaned his room. He couldn't stay out of his mom's stuff. He has too many cats.
I'm gonna go with he has too many cats.
Okay. And I'm going to go with He couldn't stay out of his mom's stuff. Ooh, dun, dun, dun. He could not stay out of his mom's stuff
Oh,
is the
damn.
correct answer. I had already moved out because my mom and I are quarreling because I can't stay. I can't stay out of her stuff. He did
That's
not
funny.
define stuff, by the way.
Right.
Just
No, I did
saying.
not.
Okay, so our next one is what is Val's boyfriend's name? What is Val's boyfriend's name?
Mm.
Stanley, Brandon, Devin, or Jay?
It's Brandon.
You think it's Brandon?
I know it's Brandon.
Are you sure that's Brandon?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying to remember. Why am I thinking it was Jay? All right, you're going to go with Brandon. I'm going to go with Jay. Brandon was correct. I went with
Yep.
Jay, so I'm going to have to take my bad answer.
Told you.
All right. What is D'Angelo allergic to? Dogs, sports, tree nuts, or peanuts?
I'm gonna go with peanuts.
I believe it's
Yes, I
tree
believe it was.
nuts.
Oh, is it tree nuts?
I believe it was
Might
tree
it might
nuts.
actually be tree nuts.
But you're going with peanuts?
I'm going with peanuts. I already said it. Yeah.
Ooh, you were right. It was not
Oh
tree
yeah.
nuts. Damn. But there were nuts involved.
Right. There were nuts involved for sure.
And that's the most important thing, is that we're all nuts. What is the name of Joe Bennett's book? Take a good look. Somehow I manage. Businesswoman Bible. Don't mess with Joe.
I'm gonna go with "Don't Mess with Joe."
The only one that's throwing me a curve. I'm trying to remember. Somehow I manage. Why does that sound? No, we'll go. I think you're right. Don't mess with Joe. Oh, take a good look is the right answer.
Oh
We were
damn.
both wrong there. Dun, dun,
Somehow I
dun.
managed was the book that Michael was writing.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Ah, they got me.
Yeah.
What does Nellie dress up as for Halloween? Bridget Jones, a sexy nurse, sexy Toby, or Princess Diana?
Oh, Nelly. Ooh, she seems like the type who would go as Princess Diana, but I don't know if I want to make that.
Did J. Edgar say this is wait, our show or The Office was a shitty show?
He's talking about The Office. I saw what he said because I challenged him.
That son of a
I said anyone
bitch.
who says this is a shitty show can get fucked. So I guess
Oh,
J.
so
Edgar can now go and get
he
fucked.
may be doing that right now. You never
He
know.
might be. It's true.
That's why he didn't respond. He's like, oh, good idea. let me let me go get my
Yeah.
my Swiss Army headboard. So which is it? Bridget Jones, sexy nurse, sexy Toby, or Princess Diana?
Ooh.
I know this
All
one.
right. I honestly don't remember. I'm gonna go with Princess Diana.
And I'm gonna say sexy Toby.
I don't remember
Sexy
that.
Toby is
Weird.
the correct answer. Ha ha ha.
Hmm. You
All
would
right.
think I'd remember that. I don't know.
You would
Weird.
think. Because you were in
Yeah.
love with Toby. See, remember her looking like that?
No, I can't see it yet. I just have to watch it
Mm.
on the
All right.
stream.
What did Hank do during Crime
Hmm.
Aid? Play a guitar, perform magic tricks, played saxophone, told jokes about Michael.
I'm gonna go with played saxophone.
I'm going to have to say told jokes about Michael. Didn't he? Yeah, because he was messing with Michael. Yeah. All right, so you say played saxophone?
Yeah.
Boom, he played guitar. We were both
Ah, damn. We
wrong.
both
Wah,
suck at this
wah,
game.
wah. Wah, wah, wah. Uh-oh, we've got a Creed question coming. Is that what I see? Oh, no, never mind. What does Gil describe Pam's art as? Childlike, motel art, museum art, or good?
Motel art.
I believe it was motel art.
Mhm.
I believe you're right. And we are both right on that one, yes.
Yep.
Motel art, which is better than Motel 6. But they do have motel art in that.
Yeah.
All right. What type of doctor is Ravi? Pediatrician, family doctor, surgeon, or a dermatologist?
Ravi. Ooh. Um, I'm gonna go with pediatrician. Yeah, I'm gonna go with pediatrician.
I believe he was a dermatologist. So we'll give you pediatrician.
You know what? That
And
actually
you
makes
were
sense. But I'm
right.
gonna. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Good. Whew. I mean, I knew the
Damn.
whole time, of course.
Shut up, John. Flip flopper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The baby. Yes. All right. What is the name of Hunter's band? Damn. Oh, that's obscure.
That is obscure.
Hunter. The Mirrors, the Night Owls, That One Night, The Hunted.
Oh my God! None of those are ringing a bell. Um. hmm. Fuck it. I'm going for the hunted.
Damn it, that's what I was going for too. Let's find out. Boom, that is correct. We both get the
Oh,
hunted
thank God.
correct.
I didn't know if that was like one of those curveball ones that threw in there to make you think that it was that. But yeah.
What is Gabe's middle name, John? What is Gabe's middle name? Lewis, Marie, Susan, Lou.
Um. Hang on. Let me wait for the stream to catch up so I can look at the answers again. Oh, it's Lewis. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was Marie. I thought
I'm
I
pretty sure it's Lewis, unless it's his last name.
well, let's find out. Boom,
Yeah.
it was Susan. A
Susan.
boy called Sue.
Yeah, I think his last name was Lewis.
And who sang A Boy Called Sue?
That would be the Man in Black,
The
Johnny
Man
Cash.
in Black. And that's not racist.
No, it's not. He was wearing black.
Oh, here we go. A little Todd Packer. What does Todd Packer give the office as an apology when he is working on the 12-step program? An espresso machine, handwritten cards, cash, or cupcakes?
Cash.
Yeah, I believe it was cash.
Yeah.
Oh, it was cupcakes.
Oh shit.
Wrong again, both of us.
We suck.
Damn it. Maybe we should rewatch this.
Yeah.
John, do you want to have a binge session?
Oh my God, let's do it. You want to
Okay.
Netflix and chill?
So, are you still waiting on that to load? Can you see it yet?
I can't see the next one. No. Wait. How is Luke related to Michael?
Right. You see that kid?
Yeah.
He's a regular on the American Horror Story series.
Hmm.
The different stories that they have in that. He's been on that. He's pretty creepy on that show. I have to say. All right. How is Luke related to Michael? Is he nephew, stepbrother, cousin, or cousin-in-law?
It's his nephew.
God, cousin-in-law sounds so much right. Is it? Are you sure it's nephew?
I'm pretty sure. I
Okay,
mean,
I'm going
choose
with
whatever
cousin.
one you
I'm
want.
going. I know. I'm going with cousin-in-law, and I'm wrong. Damn it! Because cousin-in-law just sounds perfect for the show.
Yeah, no, it does.
Oh, he's my cousin-in-law.
Yeah.
What is the name of Danny Cordray's bar? The library, the canteen, public school, or Poor Richards?
Oh, it's Poor Richards.
You sure? Hmm.
Oh wait, no.
I want to say
Danny Cordray. Is that his?
canteen.
Yeah, that's the one that they always go to is Poor Richards. So I'm going to say Poor Richards.
I think it's the canteen. Yeah, it's
All
public
right.
school. We're both wrong.
Wow, we suck. Yeah, I know that the Poor Richards was the one that they always went to when they went to the bar, if they
We,
did.
we probably should have watched this show at some point. What
Yeah, I
does
know, right?
what does Pete do with customer complaint cards? Builds a tower, throws them away, makes origami with them, folds them into paper airplanes.
Mm, let's say you built a tower.
Hmm. I believe it was origami. So let's
Hmm,
see.
maybe.
Boom! He built a tower. Good job, John.
Nice. You.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. So, John, you got.
Wait, J. Edgar, how dare you? BuzzFeed is not cancer. BuzzFeed is the most reputable source for anything ever. How dare you?
CRISPR.
Go ahead.
Did you know CRISPR's starting to potentially see success with their clinical trials, their human trials? By the way, CRISPR, they're trying to cure cancer, and they've started new treatments that are showing some success in humans. But anyway, you got 8 out of 15 right.
Yeah.
I got 6 out of 15 right. I
Yeah.
suck because,
I
well,
kicked your ass.
mine's attributed to old age memory.
Yeah, whatever.
It
I
is. I
told you I
mean,
would wreck you at that.
yeah. Don't make me pull up a Game of Thrones quiz.
Well, yeah, I've never seen a single
And
episode.
that's your problem for
Game of
being out of touch with culture.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Everybody's seen Game of Thrones, John. Duh.
Not
Anybody that's
me.
real.
Guess I'm fake then.
All right, so these are supposed to be quizzes, and these are just not like really quizzy titles. Have you ever wanted to make your own BuzzFeed quiz? Here's how. Write down some fucking questions with some fucking answers. Okay, bet you don't know whether or not these characters are queer. Test your knowledge of mainstream queer characters. Any desire?
No.
No?
That sounds dumb.
How about a quiz to see what your favorite food is?
No, those are
What
dumb.
type of potato you are? How much more Irish does that get?
Let's find out what kind of potato we are.
All right, so you're willing to be a potato, but not a favorite food.
Oh, this one's meta as fuck. This
What?
personality quiz will reveal which BuzzFeed quiz you are.
that's
fucking meta.
We might have to do that. Okay, so here we go. Everyone is a type of potato. Here's why is one loading and not the other? There it is. Here's yours. No arguing. Okay, results backed up by science. Potato science. Potato science is what it says. All right, John, pick your zodiac sign. What are you?
Aquarius.
All right, you're an Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better than you because I'm a Libra. I am the Fox News of astrological signs because I'm fair and balanced.
Sure.
Edgar, if you've never seen Game of Thrones,
You're not real.
You're an ass too.
No.
God, everybody's seen it. Come on, get with it.
Nope.
God, you should not even be a part of society.
We can't be trusted.
Pick your eye color, John.
It's blue.
Yours
My
are
color
blue?
is blue.
Are they really?
They are. They really are.
I have
Look.
never gazed longingly into your eyes enough to check. Do you know what color mine
blue.
are?
Probably brown.
No, they're a captivating green. But I'll just go with regular green since captivating's not available.
Well, there's other.
John, what would you consider that atrocious hair color you've got?
Brown.
Is it just brown?
Like a...
What about all that yellow crap coming out in your beard? Oh, those are the hairs that are going to go gray first. I love it. You're losing the pigment in it. All right, so your hair color is brown. My hair color, well, present hair color? Or is that just your base color? Like my hair is, well, I'm going to go with brown because my hair has always been brown. It's just, I'm running out of brown. Yeah, I need a refill. All right,
it's under on low.
Pick a continent to live on. Now, this doesn't seem to say what continent do you live on. It says pick one, and it only gives you 6 of the 7.
That's not fair. No, let's live in North America, the best continent.
No, I think I would want to live in Australia.
Why, you want to get killed by a spider bigger than your head? Fuck that.
I didn't say I was going outside. I'm gonna live. I want to live in downtown Sydney or something. Jesus Christ, I'm not going to Outback. I don't even like their steakhouses. Anyway. All right, pick a fast food place: McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, or Subway.
Oh, dude, Taco Bell all the way.
I'm sorry, I got to go with my all-time favorite, KFC. I love
KFC is good.
I love that chicken, man. Give me a big old bucket of chicken. Lastly, pick a James Bond actor. Pierce Brosnan, George Lazenby, Timothy Dalton, Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, or Roger Moore.
Sean Connery, 100%.
Who picks anybody but Sean Connery?
Right. I
Come
mean,
on.
that's ridiculous. They should have one
It
option,
didn't say
Sean Connery.
pick pick a wannabe James Bond. It said pick
Right.
a. He was the James Bond actor.
That's right.
Sorry to tell you, folks. All right, John, your type of potato. You are potato chips. People can't get enough
Aw,
of you once they've met you and started talking to you. They're just absorbed
damn
by your
right.
presence and polluted with your grease.
Damn right.
I added that part about the
Yeah,
grease.
I know. I know.
I'm hash browns. I've got a warm and bubbly
Oh, that's so much
presence
better.
that people can't help but be drawn to. And to be totally
Hash browns are
honest,
so good.
people really like waking up with you. You damn Skippy.
Yeah, hash browns are way better than potato chips for sure.
You damn Skippy.
I want some hash browns now. I might have some tomorrow. That'll be
So there
delicious.
really was a meta quiz on what kind of BuzzFeed quiz you are.
Yeah, yeah, it was meta as fuck.
You got me curious. Oh,
You want me to find it?
wait. Play fuck, marry, kill, and we'll tell you which Hogwarts house you belong to.
Oh God. Okay,
Let's have some
let's
fun
do
there. See how jazzed up they get with the marry, kill. All right, John. Remember,
I'll
this is
send you the link to the meta quiz,
it won't do me any good.
so we can do that.
All right. All right. So, John, FMK, Voldemort, Arthur Weasley, and Bellatrix.
Hang on, I want to address Midget P. While you're doing BuzzFeed quizzes, I thought we were fighting cancer assholes. Well, sometimes you got to dive into some cancer in order, you got to
Right.
go through the cancer.
We're trying to explore the root cause of cancer. And we
That's
do
right.
and we do believe it is in one of these BuzzFeed quizzes. I mean, prove us wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so John, FMK, Voldemort, Arthur Weasley, and Bellatrix.
Ooh, I'm gonna fuck Bellatrix, kill Voldemort, and I'll marry Arthur Weasley.
All right.
He's a good
Bellatrix.
guy. So take care of you.
And you said fuck Bellatrix, marry Arthur, and kill Voldemort.
Yep.
All right. Now for me, it would be I believe. Oh God, as sad as it is, I would have to go with fuck Bellatrix. Where's it at? Marry Voldemort and kill Arthur. I think that's the direction I
Wow.
have to go. I would want to hang out with Voldemort. He was cool, and plus I really liked his nose, but he wasn't sexy. He just had a lot to
Right.
talk about.
Oh,
All right, so let's go on to the next one. All right, John, the Umbrella Academy, FMK from the Umbrella Academy, Luther, Vanya, and Klaus.
I don't know any of those things. Um, yeah, I have no idea what this is talking about. So, shit. I don't know what the Umbrella Academy is either. So I guess let's go with Vanya. It sounds female, so I'll fuck
Wasn't that
Vanya.
from the books?
I don't think so.
Oh, the Umbrella Academy. That's a new thing. It's not even
Oh, is
that.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, I think it is. Uh, it's a TV series that is being shown on Netflix. Superhero web television. It's basically kind of a superhero academy, but all
Mm.
these kids they were made as superhero. They were superheroes as kids, and then they're grown up and they're basically taking over the academy. But yeah, wow,
Hmm.
that's not where I expected. They expect you've watched this if you've watched Harry Potter. I've
I
watched two.
suppose. Yeah.
I've watched two episodes of it, enough to give you answers, but
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna
but I
fuck Vanya, and
yeah, you
then
got to go with that because I mean, now do you
yeah,
want to marry a guy
that
named
sounds.
Klaus or kill a guy named Klaus? This is going to
Uh,
mean something.
no, Luther always sounds like the more evil name, so I think I'll kill Luther
All
and
right,
marry Klaus.
so
The
Vanya,
first option there, I think.
you said kill Luther and marry
Yeah.
Klaus. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with got to have Vanya. You want to kill Klaus. You got to kill Klaus. Marry Luther. He's pretty.
I have no idea who those look like.
He's pretty
So
non-scary, is what I was trying to say, but I got All right,
Uh-huh.
FMK, Supernatural, Bobby, Sam, and Dean. Have you ever
This is a
seen
horrible quiz. No, I've never seen Supernatural.
Well, now you got to figure out if you can throw one in there that's.
Well, Sam is the only one that might be a female, so I'm gonna go with fuck Sam, and then I'll marry Dean and kill Bobby because I don't know any of those. And I just chose those names at random.
So, Sam, Mary, Dean, kill Bobby.
Sure,
Is that what you
whatever.
said?
Yes.
All right. The way you want to go is you want to marry Sam. Yeah, marry Sam. Go ahead, Bobby. Marry Sam. Where's Bobby? Marry Sam. Kill Dean. You got to kill Dean because he's just a dead weight. Now for some cartoon FMK. Mickey Mouse, Elastigirl, Woody.
Ooh. Well, I mean, obviously I'm gonna fuck Elastigirl, and I'm
So
gonna
this.
kill Mickey because he's evil,
Uh huh.
and then I'll marry Woody.
So question.
He's a good guy. What's up?
Are we? Does this go on the premise that you're not screwing the person you're married to?
Well, yeah, I imagine.
That's a shame. All right. So you
But I mean,
said.
otherwise, why have the fuck option,
Right. I know. Right. Well,
right?
no, no,
I
no.
mean,
I think that's just saying extramarital. Not anything
mm,
more than just that.
maybe. I mean, most of them I wouldn't be fucking, so it's
Um,
fine.
I would definitely do Elastigirl again. Um, yeah, I would have to kill Mickey, marry Woody. But if it was long-term sex, I would have to switch that up to Elastigirl.
Yeah.
All right, time to FMK the Disney princesses. Elsa,
Oh yeah.
Elsa, Rapunzel, and Cinderella.
Oh okay. Yeah. Gonna fuck Elsa, kill Rapunzel, marry Cinderella.
Okay, so you said Elsa and kill Rapunzel?
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Only
you?
only because well, I mean, only I was looking at the money, right? Cinderella has a lot more money. She's rich
Uh,
now. Well, I'm assuming post marrying the prince.
Elsa's
Cin-
okay, but Rapunzel's got that hair. And I have to
yeah. I
tell
mean, I
you,
like long hair, but that's a little ridiculous.
oh, it comes in very handy. I'm just saying. But I would marry Cinderella because she's rich and kill
Right.
Elsa because, she's kind of cold.
Well, yeah, that's why I just want to fuck her, and then we can just kind of move
Yeah,
on,
but
you know.
won't that lead to now a Disney Boys FMK? Jafar, Maui, and Quasimodo. Do you know who Maui was?
Maui's probably from what is that, Moana or whatever?
Moana. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
So which
I
one?
just assumed that because there's an island called Maui in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So
Dwayne Johnson played him.
nice.
All right. Who's it going to be? Who you going to screw, marry, kill?
I'm gonna kill Jafar. I'm gonna fuck Quasimodo because he seems like he could use a good fuck,
Oh my
and then I
goodness.
will marry Maui.
There you go. So I would have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Maui because he had that body and he had all those tattoos. And I just like look, gets me all excited when I think about it. And his tattoos move and they dance around, and he
Jesus.
sings well too. Jafar
Oh,
didn't
that's
sing,
that's
but
probably true.
I'd have to kill Jafar and marry Quasimodo because Quasimodo would make sure I got to church on time. Yeah.
Not anymore. That was dark.
All right, and finally, let's FMK some ice cream flavors.
Oh God.
So here are your flavors:
Is this
vanilla,
quiz still
chocolate.
isn't over?
Huh? This is
This quiz still isn't over?
that's usually what "and finally" means, John.
Oh, finally. All right, finally. Let's go.
All right, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna fuck strawberry, marry chocolate, kill vanilla.
No, 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 no. Okay, so you said what? You're gonna fuck?
Fuck strawberry, marry chocolate, kill vanilla.
No, it's got to be fuck vanilla. No, kill vanilla. Fuck strawberry, marry chocolate. Because you want chocolate
What I
around for the
said.
long term. No,
Yeah, that's what I said.
oh wait, is that the same one? Wait, fuck strawberry, marry. Yeah, we're marry
Yeah.
chocolate, kill vanilla. Yeah. Oh, I thought you said kill chocolate.
No,
Okay,
I
so
said kill vanilla.
we're both Ravenclaws. We're
Yay!
intelligent, make good choices, can always help others out of sticky situations. But from your
Sticky
answers, it's clear that you
situation.
like being in sticky situations. Whatever.
Midget B says, "Fuck Maui, kill Jafar, marry Quasimodo." Yeah,
That's
that was
exactly what I said.
yeah, that is
Yeah,
what you
because
said.
you want to be able to get to the church on time.
Yeah. Well, again, not anymore.
Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Nice.
Ooh, select some adorable
Well, hang on.
doggos. Oh,
Check
the
out
meta.
the link. Yeah,
Was it
let's
in
do
the
the
same?
the meta quiz.
Was
I
it?
sent it to you on Discord.
Ah, damn it! Why do you? How many times do I have
I
to
know.
tell you?
Okay, what do you want me to do? Put it in the chat? I'll put it in the chat.
I just don't understand how you found it in the list. I don't see it.
There you go. It's in the chat.
What chat?
Our chat.
Discord? Oh, that chat.
No.
Oh, I bet now watch. Select. Oh, good. It gave it to me. I thought it was going to bump me again. I wonder why that first link did that to me, because that was very rude, John. All right, this personality quiz will tell you what kind of BuzzFeed quiz you are.
That's awesome.
I should put one of these up and Midget can respond too. I'd like to know his BuzzFeed quiz. All right. How would your close friends describe you? Oh, do they have functioning alcoholic in here? No? Okay. Loving, determined, intelligent, brave, loyal, or resourceful?
Oh, I like to see myself as intelligent. I think a lot of my friends.
How do your friends
I know. I'm saying that. I
describe
think they
you?
would as well. Either
Describe
that
you?
or either the intelligent or resourceful. Maybe loyal. I do like my friends.
Mine would.
Well, then you pick for me. Then
Mine would say loving. They would. I'm a very loving individual.
mm-hmm. Let's just go with intelligent.
Yeah, let's lie a little. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Choose your dream vacation destination.
Out of these, probably London.
Midget, is that your answer for yourself? Determined? Because if it is, I'll pull one up for
Oh,
him.
that's or maybe that's what he was saying for me. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll wait and see what he says.
It's my favorite type of food. I know the answer to that already.
All right.
Are we just waiting?
Would you say your destination was? Paris, New York City, London, Tokyo?
London.
London. I honestly would. I would want to go to Tokyo. I like the thought of going to Tokyo.
Oh, see, it was his
his
description of me.
John.
Determined.
Determined to piss me off.
I guess I'll change my answer then, because that's an actual close friend who described me that way. So yeah, I'll change it to determined.
So gay.
You're gay.
Yeah, but I'm loving. What's your favorite type of food, John? Italian, Mexican,
Mexican.
French? Mexican? Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Japanese for me. It's a toss-up between Italian and Japanese because I do. I was like, weed confirmed. Oh, good. The delivery's coming. Oh, damn it. Italian, Japanese. I do love sushi. I think I love sushi more. I would rather have sushi. Yeah. All right. Which job would you like to have? A lawyer, teacher, actor, journalist, doctor, or scientist?
I would go with teacher.
Teacher.
Yeah, I thought about it for a while.
I would actually. I think teacher as well. Which movie franchise are you more into? Star Wars, James Bond, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, Marvel, Lord of the Rings.
That's so easy, Star Wars.
You're Star Wars. I'm more into Marvel. All right, John, here's your next question. Which show would you rather binge watch? House of Cards, Stranger Things, This Is Us, Killing Eve, Grey's Anatomy, Game of Thrones.
Oh, God, these all suck. I'm going to go with Game of Thrones because I might actually enjoy that. But the rest of these, I have no idea what they are.
Jesus Christ, you would enjoy House of Cards, John. I keep telling
no,
you,
I wouldn't.
You would enjoy it.
No, I wouldn't.
You would.
No.
You're intelligent enough and determined enough to enjoy it.
I don't think you believe that. I think you just want me to watch that show.
House of Cards, Game of Thrones, House of Cards. I've watched them both 3 times. I got to go with Game of Thrones because there be dragons. What's important to you in life? Family, friendship, money, success, adventure, safety.
Well, friendship is magic, so let's go with friendship.
All right, all these shows suck dicks. Hold on. Midget, have you seen all of these shows?
A weeb confirmed. That's funny.
Right.
I didn't see the chat before.
See, I love it. They all suck dick. So of course we're gay
Well, they
for
do.
liking any of them. No, they don't. They're good shows.
I don't like any of them. I also haven't seen any of them,
The thing,
so
Game of Thrones was an amazing series of books. See, they were
yeah.
books. That one was books first.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm
A
sure the books are
saga,
fine.
no less.
Oh, saga.
And it did, but it did have dick sucking in it.
Yeah,
So,
incestual dick sucking as well.
incestual, homosexual, and heterosexual. And I think
That
no animals. All right, so John, which was it that is most important to you in life?
friendship is
Friendship
magic.
over family.
Yep.
Interesting. And for me, I gotta go with adventure.
Adventure
Yeah,
over family.
I don't like people.
Yeah, see.
So, John, you got which Hogwarts house are you in? The same quiz we just got through taking. You're
Yeah.
probably a
I hate
huge
that
pop
quiz.
culture fan and a big Harry
What?
Potter fan, too. You love learning about famous people and celebrities.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral? No.
And I
I
am.
wish it's called
We
that
got the
20
same
questions. I don't
thing.
know why.
We got the same thing. This is
Aw.
bullshit. They just want you to take that quiz.
Yeah, they're just pushing that quiz.
You bastards. Fake news. BuzzFeed, it's official.
All right,
BuzzFeed
so
is
I'm done.
fake news.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with BuzzFeed. I feel the cancer coming on.
Yeah.
Um,
And just remember, though, it was your idea.
well, one of the quizzes was my idea.
But you continued on.
I
You,
followed
you were
along with you.
complicit.
I wanted to do what you wanted to do, Robert.
Animal,
That's
vegetable, or mineral? I'm trying to.
that's 20 questions.
That's 20 questions. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always heard it 20 questions, not animal, vegetable, or mineral. It's weird. It
Yeah.
was a bad idea, midget. But the first quiz, I don't think you were there for it, midget. It was really good.
It
It
really
was the
wasn't.
how Irish. It
It
was
was
the
still a
how
bad idea.
Irish are you? And
It
I
was
was
still a
very
bad idea.
Irish.
It was still
I
a
was
bad
super
idea.
Irish.
Still a bad idea.
I was super duper
Except,
Irish.
are you Irish, John?
Yeah,
Are you?
yeah. We've talked about that before
I think it's
on the show. In
it's
fact,
fake news. I
okay.
think your family changed their name from.
Wow, that is super racist.
That's a language.
No, it's not. I know that there are languages that use
Tagalog?
clicks in them. Yeah, there are languages that use clicks in them,
Tagalog.
but what you said is not real. There's nothing that you're saying
That
right now.
means you're full of
That's not.
shit.
No, you're full of shit.
Prove me
Because you don't.
wrong, John.
All right, find a translator.
What translator?
Just find a translation for it.
For what?
For whatever you said, Tagalog.
I don't know how to type that. How do you type that into Google?
I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, what do you want to do now, man? We got like another hour to kill.
Hey, we lost one of our wrenches. Can we rely on Midget B to throw that? Oh, have you thrown it in the chat recently?
I threw it in the chat at the beginning.
Richard Spencer. Wasn't he the anthropologist? No.
No.
Who's Richard Spencer? Oh, I'm thinking Richard Attenborough.
Wow.
Sorry. Who's Richard Spencer?
You mean David Attenborough?
David Attenborough. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't think straight. He's
Yeah.
a
No,
dick.
Richard Spencer is the alt-right.
He's
The
a
alt-right
dick.
guy.
He's a dick, right?
Well, I think he goes by Richard.
Oh, does he go by
And
Richard?
so yeah, Midget B, we got to rely on you as our resident wrench to periodically put the link to the GoFundMe.
Throw
yeah.
it in the chat. We're
chat.
trying to keep that populated in the chat about every hour or so, just so it's fresh in people's minds that we're raising money for kids, no matter what it sounds like we're saying on this. We do care about kids.
So I think we should bring Sewell in later. No, I'm saying J. Edgar is saying we should bring him in now. I think we should wait and play Cards Against Humanity with him. I think that would be a lot of fun.
What if
He's driving home anyway.
Well, you
but
can't
after the
drive
debate,
and talk at the same time.
yeah, right.
Put your phone up in front of your face and just drive.
So anyway, after the debate, I think what we should do is play some Cards Against Humanity to kind of end the night out, and then we can.
He doesn't have it on his
we can
phone?
use it
With the link to the...
the link. It's in the description of this video. So if you're watching this
You know
video on
what?
the phone, then you have
Throw it to
it.
him in Discord, and for the moment, he'll go ahead and plug it in for you right now. So,
I
but
would love to bring Midget in, but Midget is incompetent. He's even with technology. He's even more of a boomer than Robert is when
yeah.
it comes to Discord and
Hold on.
microphones and
Don't make fun of me when I'm the
such.
one running all the technology on this side. When I'm the one that's making this show
I
happen,
was
you whore.
I was saying that he's more of a boomer than you are.
Yeah,
So that
what was
was
it?
kind of
He
that's
couldn't
kind of
get
a
a
backhanded
microphone to
compliment.
work. He couldn't get a
Yeah,
microphone to work.
couldn't get the Yeti Blue to work.
All he could do was, is this thing on? Is this thing on?
No, I know exactly what the
And
problem
nobody
is. I
heard
just have
him.
to. I know exactly what the problem is. He's just got to listen to me
Why? Why would anybody listen to you, John? You know,
because I know what the problem
if we
is.
could get to 1,000, it would carry more weight.
Yeah, that's true.
We're both boomers compared to Seawall. How old is Seawall? How old are you, Seawall?
I actually don't know who's. Oh, Tenchi.
And is your birthday
I
on
don't think he
July
wants to.
28th?
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Seawall 728. I wondered if his birthday was July
Oh,
28th.
gotcha. Running out of people.
Give,
Yeah.
oh, do we want to get? I think J. Edgar is asking for a wrench. Oh no, he's
You
wanting
think
us to
so?
pull him
Well, he
in.
wasn't.
You know, you haven't run out of people. Have you talked to Edgar? Maybe he wants to pop in.
I don't think he does. I don't think he likes us
It was a
anymore.
joke. Yes, yeah, this is
I know.
fun.
I don't think he likes us
I was
anymore.
being feces. I mean facetious.
Let's see.
Have you considered reactivating it?
Have you considered turning it off and turning it back on
All
again?
right. Maybe turn it up. Maybe just turn the mute off. I don't know.
Oh, I've got like a
Wait,
text
Seawall's
message
an
and
IT
stuff.
tech. That doesn't tell us how old you are.
Yeah.
He's a master of technology. I used to go fishing when I was a kid. Didn't make me a masturbator.
Ha. I might have.
I didn't know what that shit was till I was like almost going on 16 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't
He's
know.
26.
I did
Nice.
not. I didn't understand. I didn't know. I didn't know what you were supposed to do with it.
Why would you run a script? Oh God, Midget. You said you ran a script you found
Have
on the
you?
internet
Well,
on purpose? Or
right.
like, why would you do
There
that?
is.
Oh, I know exactly why you would do it. Yeah,
Reload your
never mind.
operating system might do it.
Yeah,
But I'll lose all my porn.
no, you won't.
Can you ever
Put it all on a
lose all
thumb
your
drive.
porn? Can you ever lose all your porn? But it fucking worked. Ain't no Cortana
Yes.
spying ass bitch spying on me. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Another one
knew
of
that's
these
what he was.
people.
Yeah,
Another one
I
of
knew
these
that's
people.
why he would do it. Yeah.
This is like my stepdaughter used to do that. You know, I used to put a piece of gum over the camera on her phone, and I'd always
Yeah.
ask the question, "Why the fuck would anybody want to watch you? Why? What? That's narcissism."
Yeah.
I mean, what secret
I mean,
spy
it
shit
does
do they need?
happen.
Right,
It does
but
happen.
why? Right? Why would they just
Usually
pick?
for blackmail purposes.
Right, and what? Like, what does? But what would Midget have to blackmail for? I mean, like, who is he? He's not anybody. I mean, is somebody just going
Wow,
to
that's
randomly hack him? I mean, it's not
Midget
like
B
he's a
is
celebrity,
somebody.
a politician, or anything like that. He's just some guy with a computer, like
Yeah,
350 other million Americans.
but it does
Right?
happen.
What would single
It
him
happens to
out?
random people.
What singles you out, Midget B, that we want to hack your cameras?
Well, nothing now because you can't.
And he thinks that Cortana, I bet you, thinks Cortana was sending stuff back to Bill Gates. Bill Gates has a conspiracy to learn everything he can about Midget B and get access to his wrench.
You think so? You think Bill Gates wants his wrench? Oh man,
But
that's
I mean, I
funny.
thought about doing that. I mean, I got cameras hooked up to all my computers and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, nobody cares
Yeah.
about me. Nobody cares. Turn on my camera. What are you going to see? Something you don't care about that's unimportant, and they'll go away. But all my I mean, I got nothing to hide personal information. I'm not doing no kiddie porn. I'm not doing any conspiracies to take.
It's not about whether or not you have something to hide. It's just the principle.
Right. But I've always had, I've always been. It's always been this mindset to me. It's great. Everybody wants to protect their privacy on the internet. I get it. Yet most people turn around and hand their credit card to a waiter in a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like you just gave them everything, gave them your credit card, and you're good there, right? But not Bill Gates. Castro, he's alive in a motor engine powered escape sub. Is he? And he still hasn't
That's
got where he's
awesome.
going. Midget has a secret cache of widgets. He has to protect the widgets.
Protect the
They're gonna fuck with
widgets.
my weather widget.
That's funny.
That is funny.
I like that. So, what do you guys want to see us do? Oh yeah, no, I was talking before Robert rudely interrupted me. I was talking about playing Cards Against Humanity, and we should bring Seawall in to do that, and anyone else who would like to join us.
How many
It'd be a
people
lot
did
of
it say
fun.
we could have? Pull it up. See how many
I
we
think
can.
we can have like I think we can have like 9 people,
Is it 8 or 9, something like that?
but I would rather have. Oh shit, where did I put it? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna Google it like a pleb.
You
I know, right?
sent it to
There we
me
go.
in the chat.
Yeah, I know. That was a
A
long
couple
time
days
ago.
ago. A long time ago in a galaxy far,
Yeah,
far away, or maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I mean,
nickname
how
is
how
already in
much do we
use.
talk in chat anyway? It should be pretty close to. Sad, sad.
Yeah, we really don't though.
Do you
Oh
really want to hear what
shit.
I have to say? Come on, John. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say.
It's true. That's why I'm not listening to you right now.
All right, number 11, John.
Number 11?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I already gave 11.
No, you gave 10.
No, I gave 11. I gave an extra one just in case. Um,
Call Matt
trying to see.
Christensen, get him on. Yeah, because we've got that kind of act. Yo, Matt, drop whatever
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah,
Get on our
let me call him on
stream.
the phone real quick and just
That's clout, John. Show us your
yeah,
clout.
right.
Whip out that clout, please.
Yeah, bitch, please. I can explore Twitter see if anyone. But yeah, no, we can fit a bunch of people. I haven't created a game or anything.
Right, right, right,
Create
right,
game.
right, right.
Player limit. Oh, we can actually go up to 20 if
Mm.
we wanted to.
Oh, that's so many people. Seriously,
Yeah,
though, I went
we
to the
don't even know
first
that
movie
many
at
people.
theaters in years. Used my card for tickets. Now I get related ads. Where did you? But did you buy the tickets online, midget? Because if you bought it's not. It's because you gave them an email address, not your credit card.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Oh yeah, I know we
Oh,
can
let's
send this
see.
shit all the time, but I mean,
But yeah, so that sounds like fun though. There's shit to which we unknowingly consent. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
now, if you gave them a credit card at the movie theater window and you're getting related ads, I'd sue the fuck out of that theater.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Because somehow they got your email address from swiping your credit card.
In
Okay,
person at the box
yeah, I
office.
would sue
Yeah.
the shit out of that theater company then. Because you didn't sign off on anything for them to send you third party ads.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
illegal.
that is weird. Well, did you search for movie times? Because I bet you that's where it was. You probably searched for movie times.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
you got to give permission for them to send you stuff to your email. How do you get the email if you don't ask for it? You know what I mean?
Well, he gets related ads, not like emails, right?
So he made a purchase with his credit card. Now he gets related ads to movies.
Yep, Google was listening.
No, I bet that's his credit card company. I bet that's a credit card company doing that.
Yeah,
I bet you. They're like, ooh, you
probably.
bought movie tickets. You'll want more. Here's some ads.
All right, but yeah,
No, if he searched for it in Google, yeah, that Google will do that. And it was funny. The company I used to work for a couple of
uh,
years ago, I would be on the internet doing stuff for them, and so all of my ads for like upwards to 3 months after that, I would get ads on Google for my company, and I'm like, why are you promoting my own company to me? Uh,
yeah,
this is
that's
kind of
weird.
pointless.
It was the same IP address, though, wasn't it? I'm not sure how all that works. I guess. If you want to
Yeah.
keep talking to the chat, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
Hurry,
I'll
John,
be right
hurry.
back.
So yeah, I think the IP address might have something to do with it too, midget. Because like you're living at the facility now, right? Because it's screwy what Google can do now, just to make sure and target you with marketing. Um, but yeah, it's Fortunately, now I only search for things that they don't have advertisements for. They just throw me random stuff now, which is scary in and of itself. But yeah, I'm trying to. That sucks. I thought you meant you were getting movie ads from like the theater or something. What can we do to eat up 10 minutes, Jay? What can we do? What can we do? Because if it's take a nap, I'm down. And if it's that other thing, I only need 5. Duck, duck, go. That's really. You don't use Google at all. Host my new Vidri. Yeah, but if it was, so if it was the ticket sale, then that's your credit card company, and you probably signed off that they can send you third-party advertising based off your purchases. Nathaniel Slattery in the chat. Jay Edgar said if we want to kill 10 minutes, we could host his new video. I'm going to be here in an hour because of my friend Stephen Ignoramous. If you talk to him, don't worry. If he says we're not friends, we're totally friends. That guy's a joker. So this is the guy that Stephen told us about to watch for, right? That
I'm pretty sure he was warning us about this.
Trying to tell us he's his friend, but we should call the police.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Because there's like a restraining order or something, internet restraining order.
Yeah, right, something about that. Yeah,
you can't come within 500 ISPs of. Steven.
Is that how that works?
I don't
can't
know.
come within 500 chromosomes. Don't worry about
all that. Just let that.
Yeah,
fine.
He's just joking, right?
Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for showing up, man.
Has Nathaniel been here before? And also, is it okay to call you Nate, or do you prefer Nathaniel?
I'm just gonna call him Slat.
Slat? That's a horrible thing to say. You don't even know what his sex life is like. The gun wasn't loaded. That's what she said. Yeah, call me Nate.
Gotcha, Slate. Gotcha.
No.
Slat.
God, don't do that. That's horrible.
Not slut, Slat. S-L-A-T. It's different.
It depends on what country you're in.
I suppose, yeah.
In the UK, what do they call it? Slags?
Slags, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See,
it's different.
You're trying to cross a line, right?
I'm not crossing any lines.
Yeah. See, Nate's never been here before.
Yeah. I must have recognized you from Stephen Ignoramous' chat because I've been in there a bunch of times. He's a cool guy.
Well,
shoots videos, doesn't afraid of anything.
Nate, what part of the world are you from?
Gotcha.
Me and Steven support each other from a Discord server. I do Bible studies.
Nice. Good for you.
Wait.
What?
I'm just going with what so far he's been kind of joking and
it
stuff.
might
so
be
I'm
true.
Like, looking at the Bible studies, I'm like, I just moved from Seattle to North Carolina. So he does Bible
That's
studies.
Probably Goddamn Bible.
Right.
Got us.
I was like, okay, am I going to have to watch my language? Fuck.
Yeah, right?
There's me watching it fly right out of my mouth.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny stuff.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Do you ever go knocking door to door? Have you heard the good news?
Yeah, right.
And really, what is the good news?
For our Lord and Savior.
I do. Ask anyone. I do them. Ask anybody. Really?
Okay. Fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah, goddamn Bible.
Jesus is a badass, right?
He kind of was, yeah.
Was he?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, he was captured. I like badasses that weren't captured.
Oh, that's fucked up. Pretty sure he turned himself. Oh no, I guess he didn't really turn himself in. He was betrayed. He was betrayed.
Crucified.
Damn, that's fucked up. You're gonna make us lose our only Christian audience member.
I'm quoting the Orange Man bad.
Yeah. Oh man, so
There's some humor in that. I'm just saying.
I had an idea of something we can do.
What is that, John?
For the next little while, we can do higher or lower. I've seen other podcasts do this.
Did you see what Jay suggested we pull up and we show his video, host his new video? And I don't
Oh,
know.
okay, good.
Does he
Nate
mean
said
just like
he left for
watch
a
it?
second. He said he left for a second, so he missed the bad thing. So good.
The bad thing.
um, but yeah. So yeah, if you want to,
I don't.
if we want to watch J. Edgar's video, we can. That's up to you.
Well, it's I have no problem with that. I mean, as long as it's it's not something deplorable, horrible,
No,
scary.
I trust Ed.
Since when?
Since
The last
moments
time
ago.
we talked about him off mic, you were like, I don't trust that guy. Wasn't that you? Isn't that what you were talking about? So, Edgar, if you want to, well, you will still have me if you use him. Seawall is Christ found.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think he is. You'll put the
Okay,
link
so
in
how long have we been
Discord.
doing this? How did it come together? Who are you? Well,
We're doing this since what
we've
was it,
been,
June
God, a little over
of
a
last
year.
year?
Isn't it a little over a year? We've
No,
done 30
it's
something
not.
episodes of the show and then
Yeah,
some
but it's not
shooting.
quite a year. And we
Okay.
also took like 2 months off after our first like 5 episodes.
Yeah,
So
there till we got our video act together.
yeah.
Yeah, we're friends. John's a roommate with a family member of mine, and
Hmm.
we started having discussions. We were constantly having these conversations back and forth, debates, conversations. We realized we could have these conversations, sometimes bring the other around to our point of view, or find ourselves at an equal standoff, to agree to disagree, and we never got into a fight about it. Right?
Yeah.
So we were like, this is the kind of thing. This is what we want people doing in this country, is having these kind of conversations and debates. And John suggested that we think about doing a show, and so we started putting things together and jumped into it.
Yep.
All right, so
It's
Jay said he's
pretty
going to throw
accurate.
a link in. Um,
And
see,
who
well, I
also you didn't
stand.
answer who are we? So I'm John
Oh,
and
he's
he's
John.
Robert.
I almost pointed over there, but John's the leftist. I'm the rightist.
Well, see on my screen I'm on the right. So
Are you really?
yeah.
But the feed's coming from me. And see, well, I stand for the flag and kneel for the cross, as all Americans should. Patriotic music in the background.
Yeah.
Jesus
No,
likes
I
fights.
am
They're
not
healthy
actually a
for you.
leftist. No.
Uh,
Robert is more of a leftist than I am.
I like to think. I think I'm more central. I really do.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like
I got
center
some.
left.
There's some things I like the government doing. Some things I don't want them doing. I mean,
Yeah.
I like to smoke weed, but I understand why we're taxed. I get it. I want a nice place for my kids to grow up, and not have to worry about people like John out there making their life miserable, that kind of
No,
thing. So
so and I'm a libertarian. So that's where I stand on, you
but
can kind of get the gist of where I stand on most things just from that.
But above all else, we both like kids and think that they're an important thing in this world. And that's why we're doing this 12-hour stream right now, raising money for
Yes.
St. Jude's, trying to draw as much cash as we can to
Oh,
donate
that's
to St.
right.
Jude's to
Yeah.
help the kids, and make this
Yeah.
make this whole 12-hour endeavor a sparkling success. And the fact that we've raised how much? What's our tally at now, John?
We're at 425 right now.
We've raised $425, which is an excellent number. We
Oh
want
wait, we're at
more.
475 now.
475. Let's give it up for
Seawall threw
475.
in $50.
We are $25 from our next milestone.
Yeah.
And what did we decide you're going to do, John?
Unless we can come up with something better, which I hope we
The
do.
Gaelic. Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it open to the chat.
Yeah, because
We're going to leave it open to the chat. What happens when we reach 500? His first thing that he had to do at 250 was to list off 10 things positive things about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who John is not a big fan of, outside of her looks and appearance. He had to come up with 10 positive things to say about her, and he did not do it easily.
It was not
almost
easy.
2 hours, right?
It took me almost the whole time. Yeah,
He almost cried when he found out we had hit that. What it was, our first 10 minutes.
Like,
we had hit that
it
mark,
was like
and you're
immediately.
like, oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, no. Yeah. So we're at
unaired Comicsgate episode. Did we not ever
Yeah.
air Comicsgate?
No, we never did that one because that was actually what we recorded it, and then we were going to release it, and then we took that long, huge break, that like 2 months break, and we just never got around to it. I think we still have it on a thumb drive somewhere, so we should probably upload that at some point if we can find it. But there is, yeah, a missing episode with Midget B on it, because he was like balls deep in the whole Comicsgate thing, and so we had him on and to explain it to us, and we never we never uploaded that episode. So there is a lost episode of the generational gap out there.
Nate says he's a moderate. He thinks we should just kill most of our enemies, not all of them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Isn't that what we've been trying to do for the last 233 of 250? So we got Stephen Ignoramous back in the chat. How's it going, Stephen?
Oh yeah, you want to come on and play some higher or lower with us, or just chill, talk?
See, well, here's Kami pulls out AR,
or
you entered the wrong chat room.
Or Steven, if you're able to hook up the guitar, maybe we could do a little guitar music.
Was it?
That'd
Did
be
he
fucking
promise
sweet.
us a song?
He did promise us a song.
Did he promise a song?
He did. He really did.
I like
so
Steven singing. Steven makes me happy when he sings.
Yeah, no, he's actually really talented.
He makes me warm in my fuzzy place.
Gross.
You don't know where my fuzzy place is.
I think I have an idea.
No, because you don't. Because I shave everything. I mean, I'm
fuzzy on the inside. I know.
Something. He's been dying to see. Somebody is dying right now.
There you go.
Oh, and Seawall's back at home. So Seawall, you want to jump in this chat too? You're more than welcome to hit us up. He posted the link in the call.
We have so many demands now.
I can't pull the link from the call. John, throw the link into the chat channel if we're going to take a look at the video that Jay did.
All right.
Backgrounds. I'm old. I come from a time when I
put it in the chat.
I feel like things were a little better off in this country, and I was raised by my grandparents, not by my regular parents. Oh, I'd opened it up.
This past Monday marked a holiday that most Americans dread, especially.
Yeah, see, well, I was saying we should have you on for the.
Hold on a second. Let me do one thing real quick.
See, well, I think we're going to pull you in after the debate whenever we do Cards Against Humanity, because I think you would be perfect for that. I think you would absolutely be perfect for it.
So anyway, so my experiences all, my ideals and things come back from a dated time long ago when, I don't know. I still believe in traditional family values. I believe in a parent staying home, raising the kids. I think things like this. But during my heyday, I was a little more left leaning, and now I'm starting to swing to the right as I get older. Because I'm scared of the future for my children. But John's just a.
Well, no, I mean, I actually used to be a lefty. I actually voted for Bernie in the primaries of the last election, and then ended up voting Gary Johnson. And it was around that time, actually, that around the whole 2016 election, I started reading a lot of philosophy, and I've been doing not as much now as I used to. But I've been doing it pretty steadily. And so I've gone from kind of like the lefty Bernie supporter to libertarian, center-right, libertarian, just from being reasoned into my beliefs now. Because I think it was just a lack of understanding, a lack of knowledge that had me where I was. Which philosophy you mean, like who, or because I've read a lot of like John Locke, Thomas Sowell, yeah, Thomas Paine. Well, Thomas Paine is probably my favorite of all time. I've read Ron Paul's Manifesto was one of the first ones. That was a really, really good one, and it was really well reasoned. Thomas Hobbes, I'm pretty sure I've read Thomas Hobbes. I'm trying to think. I've read a lot now. I also read, the Communist Manifesto, obviously, because I wanted to get kind of all the positions. So I read Conquest of Bread, Peter Kropotkin as well. I've read a bunch of stuff. It's really hard to actually remember everything. One of my favorites that I've read recently was The Kindly Inquisitors. It was really good by Jonathan Rauch. I recommend that very highly.
I don't read philosophy because philosophers are just hippies that don't want to get a fucking job.
Yeah, no, that's actually the thing I've come to. For the most part, they are largely useless in society. Obviously, there's exceptions, and obviously, there's those kind of things. So, but largely, they are just do nothing, sit around and think, and then write stuff down.
Right. We have had a question for me if I'll scroll up. Let me check. Is this the one? Do you think we have to do the same things moving forward to succeed that we did in the past decade?
Yeah, I read
Or
that.
what would
Unfortunately,
have to be different? Yes, I think that there are certain things that we need to get back to. Not as a whole, but I think there are certain things that we need to get back to because I think traditional family values made families stronger in this country, and we have walked away from that. And a lot of it is because, the it's a warped interpretation of it takes a community to raise a child. Well, now people are, so many people rely on the community to raise their child because they're out there working. They have two jobs. Nobody's able to stay home and raise the children. And I think that a firm, strong upbringing at home is what makes the difference in the strong moral values that a child has, and as opposed to the confusion they get when they have multiple authority figures telling them variations of the same theme, but nobody brings it together cohesively enough. I think that's where we're leaving our society behind, and it's and not enough discipline. I think we need more discipline in the home because it's led to a very entitled society
hmm
that doesn't believe that there should be repercussions for their actions. We have a victim mentality that we didn't used to have so much of. Yeah, it was still out there somewhat, but now it's a very pervasive thing, and I think old school family values could bring us back to a place where we could have a stronger place here, stronger community. Community.
Community. I like that.
See, Seawall and I agree on something apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't goose step when I say that. That's the only difference between he and I.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that's But yeah, philosophy and all of that. Philosophy is way too subjective for me. I mean, we all have our own philosophy.
Well,
We all
yeah.
we
So I
all
mean,
have our own.
the point of it, goose stepping is good for the
Is
digestion.
that right? Is that?
No, no. I mean, philosophy is kind of where you get the reasoned arguments, and of course, it's subjective, right? Because it's each person's own,
hmm
interpretation of facts or their own, ideas on how to do something, and so you can take, you know, the ideas of different people and kind of put them into your own philosophy, which I enjoy.
Yeah, but the key here, whenever I was growing up, our discussion was always, it was always, we want world peace. World peace was, what people were always talking about. We want
See, I
world
don't think
peace.
that's possible.
No, you're right, because there will never be a unifying philosophy.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with philosophy. It's only as good as the next person that believes it or believes in it and doesn't want to change it. Because then you get like these philosophies that have sub philosophies and break offs, and
Mhm.
it's like, no, you're just a bunch of dreamers, and you think that's a job. I mean, the only real thing a philosophy degree guarantees that you can probably do in life is teach philosophy. That's really, I mean, that's
Yeah, no,
it.
that really is all it prepares you to do is write a book or teach philosophy. That's pretty much what being a philosopher enables you to do.
You know what, Nate? That's an awesome thing. Why don't you uh, join our Discord channel? Throw that in for us. You can put it in show suggestions or the general. And if you want to put a link here, we'll definitely follow up and check out your channel because we always like collaborating with others, especially if it's people that we might get into arguments with. Because I'm willing to argue with anybody,
Yeah.
even if I'm wrong.
Right. Even if you know you're wrong, you'll
Right?
argue.
No, I am able
But
to admit if I'm wrong. I am
but yeah,
that.
our Discord server is in the description if you want to join it. It's in the
Okay.
description of all of our videos.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to peruse. Everybody get your popcorn. If you haven't been to the concession stand to get your Raisinets and jujubes, go ahead and take care of that real quick. We're going to take a look at a little offering from J. Edgar and see what he's got to talk about. Because I believe he's got a compromise on taxation, which is an awesome thing for many people. That's not the one I wanted to hit. I want to hit the one beside it. Yeah, I just kind of want the theater mode. There we go. All right, so can we see that all right?
So yeah, while we play the video, I'll actually, since we're playing a video.
You're going to abandon me?
Yeah. And leave
you don't even, have you already seen
it? No, he just put it out today.
Oh,
he just put it out while we were live.
That just sounds very rude to me.
I swear I don't mean it to be rude, J. Edgar. I love you, J. Edgar. I love you, J. Edgar.
All right, and for your viewing...
But I will be right back, though.
We now present J. Edgar, a compromise on taxation.
This past Monday marked a holiday that most Americans dread, especially if they're in upper brackets and they wind up having to pay in. And that holiday that I'm talking about is, of course, Tax Day. Or Taxation is Theft Day if you talk to many of my more libertarian friends. Now, I fall into the camp that considers this to be Taxation is Theft Day because I don't really care for the way that taxes are collected or used in this country. Taking your money at gunpoint and having no say in how it's spent is not an agreement between the citizens of a country and the country itself. That indeed is theft, and that's something that I completely stand against. Now, most people on Twitter who have been following me know that at this point I am ready to cancel the federal government, thereby eliminating all federal taxes completely because we wouldn't have a federal government or a need for them anymore. But as far as the taxation argument goes, I am willing to start with a compromise. Now, if we set aside the gunpoint issue for just a second, there is still one glaring issue out there that most of your small government types see as a major problem with taxation, especially on a federal level, and that is the fact that there is absolutely no say in how the money is spent. Once the money is out of our hands, it is the property of the federal government to use as they will, whether we believed in the project or not. It all depends on the agenda of the people we've elected into office and the times that we are going through and what's going on in the country at the time. A few months ago, while the GoFundMe was going around for the border wall, I made a video suggesting how we could actually go out there and build the wall based on taxes and based on private donations from the people. And the ideas that were in there started to gain some tractions. In that video, I cited the Wisconsin Simple Tax Reform, and I'm going to cite that same form in this video as well. When I did the video on how to build the wall, I actually had to go back a few years in Wisconsin state tax returns because the form has since changed and this section has since been taken out of the form. This is line 38, in which when you get a refund or when you want to pay extra in taxes, you can put them forward into something that you believe in. We can go to the Packer Stadium, we can go to Endangered Resources, Second Harvest Food Bank is on there, and several other charities are out there in which you can donate your refund or pay extra taxes too. And the idea that I had when I started thinking about how to compromise on doing taxes and how to make sure that the people still get a say in what they do for taxes would be to take a system like this and actually integrate it as a regular part of taxes rather than just extra money that you want to throw at an issue. When I looked at an item like this and the fact that that GoFundMe was out there and getting funded so heavily by the day, and I'm not even sure what happened with that because the story completely fell out of the news, I looked at the idea that so many people were willing to throw their money into an unsecured charity that they had no idea where it was going to go to, and so many more would have been more willing to throw extra money into a form like this, a form in which they knew where it was going to go and they knew where it was going to be earmarked, and they didn't have to rely on an individual middleman that they couldn't trust in order to get it into the coffers of the federal government. I thought that for sure that if we had a line like this on our tax returns from the federal government, we would get the wall funded instantly. But the idea that I had with this takes this all one step further than even that. In the true spirit of compromise, I'm willing to make a start and a concession to the people that want the taxes out there and even for the taxes to be raised by allowing the federal government, the IRS, and the Department of Treasury to mandate the amount of taxes that we pay each year. Based on our income, based on our brackets, however they want to mandate it, they would be allowed to be the ones to mandate the amount. But in exchange, we get to have lines like we saw on the Wisconsin tax form in which we get to decide where our money goes to. We can choose all kinds of different programs. We can choose one program, but we get a say in what our money gets spent on. And we would have to put in a federal law in which the taxpayer's money individually cannot be used to fund anything other than the programs that that taxpayer decided to put his money towards. If we implemented something like this and started to see how it would work, then we could start to take things a step further and really reform the way our taxes are done in this country, and go back possibly to a way that actually makes sense in my eyes at least. One of the nice things about real-world dollars is that they do really give us a measure as to how popular an idea or a government project really is. We saw that when it came to the border wall and the GoFundMe that came out of it, because there were literally millions of dollars pouring in for the border wall from all over the country to make sure that this whole project got funded. And the plan that I put forward takes this all a step further and really gives us an idea, real world, what ideas are popular as far as government programs are and what causes are really unwanted. We would actually be able to see what the people want in a measurable way. Furthermore, if the Congress people out there really wanted a project done, it wouldn't just be sit around and wait for the money to roll in and start to use that money however they saw fit, especially when the people got a say. The Congress people would actually have to go out and sell the projects that they wanted done. They would actually have to campaign in order to get something accomplished. They would be beholden to the people for one of the first times in my lifetime for sure, and in the lifetimes of a lot of other people as well. Congress people would actually have to go out there and stump for the pet projects that they wanted to have done. They'd have to have a plan. They'd have to know what we were going to spend on. They'd probably have to have a spending plan out there in order to be taken seriously. And they would really have to get that tin cup out and ask for the dollars that they needed to get these projects done. Now, we are in a position in this country to actually do something like this and be able to do it effectively. We have social media now, something that we didn't have before, by which the Congress people who were stumping for the projects would not only be able to reach their home districts and their home voters, they would also go out and reach people all across the country who would also be paying federal tax dollars in order to make sure that their projects got done. They would have their tin cups out further than their districts, further than their states. Everybody who pays federal taxes would have a say in what got done in our federal government and what didn't. And if you look at the alt media, you already see an idea like this in practice, because the people who can communicate their messages and their policy prescriptions the best are the ones who are out there making the most money. They have their tin cups out there through sites like Subscribestar and Patreon, in which people are paying in and making sure that these ideas that they put forward float to the top. It is an idea that we've already seen in practice in the real world, and we could easily integrate into the federal government with just a little bit of paperwork at this point. Now, that's not going to be the be-all end-all solution, and there are going to be problems with this as we go, but as we go along further than this, we can also try to experiment with other things. There are other people out there that think that taxes need to be raised and think that taxes are an important thing. And as we go along, as we go and compromise further, we could have a year in which we say that federal taxes are optional completely, and we would actually see how popular the ideas were based on how many people actually paid the federal taxes. The left out there claims that the people of the country are okay with raised taxes, and this stands in the place of charity. Part of the reason that a lot of the alt media figures say that people on the left don't pay as much charity as people on the right. But A year of optional taxes would really put this to the test, because it wouldn't just be people on the right who are avoiding taxes, especially the libertarians. I really think that given the option to pay federal taxes or not to pay federal taxes, we would really see a sharp decline to almost zero of people who are opting in to pay the federal income tax. The idea that I'm putting forward is not a perfect idea, and it's definitely not the way that I want to see taxes work anymore. One of the worst things I think for the economy of this country was the idea that the federal government has the authority to collect tax directly from the citizens. I would like to see us go back to the idea of the states paying federal tax, and the states deciding how we get taxed based on our populations and based on the needs of our people. I don't like the idea of a top-down federal tax, or any sort of top-down control for that matter. We do have a lot of work to do with our taxes and our taxation system, and all in all, after some of the things that I've seen with the Mueller report and some of the other things that are going on in the news, I am ready to cancel the federal government entirely. But this would be a step forward into putting the control back into the hands of the people and taking some of the power away from the federal government. The bureaucrats and the elected officials who are many miles away, who many of us will never see in our lifetimes, and putting it back in our hands and making us truly a government by the people, for the people again. The way that we should be and the way that we were meant to be in a free country. What did you think on tax day, and what do you think about the idea of changing the tax form and putting the power back to the people? I always welcome a thoughtful and positive discussion in the comments section below, and especially over on Twitter. That is at Ed's blog Twitter with a 1 in place of the I. Thanks as always for listening to this show and supporting this channel. And remember, never take the words of bloggers, podcasters, or journalists as gospel. Find all the facts and draw your own conclusions. Take care.
Okay. That I liked. That was very informative. I think that's an awesome idea. Now, it brings a couple of questions to mind that I've got to put to you, J. Edgar. So either you jump in here in this call real quick, or you can just answer from the chat. Because what you just suggested is exactly what Andrew Yang is suggesting we do with taxes. Andrew Yang has suggested that with tax policy, he wants to put forward that the IRS presents you with all of your publicly accessible information already filled out on your tax forms when you go to fill out your taxes to make it a little easier to sign up. But when you pay your federal taxes, he wants to take a certain percentage of that. I believe when he said, was it 1%, 2%, something, and he would make it optional for you to pick what you want to happen with those tax dollars. Just like what you suggested.
Well, it's a certain amount, right? It's only a certain amount of your taxes, right? It's only a certain amount of your taxes, right? It's only a little bit.
A percentage of your taxes. So that's what he says. He says you would pay your federal taxes, but they would leave a percentage of your taxes that, and he said a percent, that you could write in what you want those tax dollars to go to. He said he wants to make taxes easier, and he wants to make them a little bit more fun and give you a little more control, some control over what happens with your tax dollars. A little more fun. Well, I mean, getting to decide, it's. I mean,
so when you get mugged, instead of bullets, so confetti will fire out of the gun, right? Well, it's a little more fun to get mugged that way.
It's the idea that you get to, it's. Instead of just handing over money, you could say, oh, well, hey, I get to pick what I want some of these tax dollars to go to. And I think that's an awesome concept.
Not some, all.
Wait, you want to say all your tax dollars you get to decide eventually? Didn't you say eventually?
Yes.
Right.
No, right off the bat, all of them.
Right off the bat, but
you don't have to pay for anything you don't believe in.
Okay.
We are a free people in this country.
Well, yeah, I like that. I would think we'd have to start with baby steps, right? I mean, we've got to ramp up to that, right? We can't just institute that instantly, could we?
We probably couldn't, because none of the lawmakers would allow that. The reason that I brought that up and the reason that I want to do that is because what that does is that that gives us a weather vane as to what it is that the American people actually want funded and what they don't. Right. So that's why I would say throw it right all in right away, and then when the next budget comes around, now you know what it is that you have to cut and what you have to keep.
Mm-hmm.
We could cut taxes that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, how do you guarantee that the taxes get spent on the things that you ask for them to be spent on? How do we guarantee
You impeach
that?
anybody who doesn't do it.
Gotcha. Okay, so now then my
That'd be a
other
violation of federal law at that point.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So then my final question is that means that we have to amend the Constitution and change the Constitution because the Constitution does give the government the ability to set taxation. It's in the Constitution, so it's not unconstitutional to take your taxes, right?
Yeah.
That is part of the Constitution. So and because it's in the Constitution, I can't. That's why I can't qualify it as theft.
Hashtag repeal the 14th.
Okay,
Taxation is theft.
That's right. I actually like Stephen Ignoramous' line where it's not in the chat, but he said it before. I think it was on Twitter, where taxation is extortion, which is a closer definition is that more extortion, but it doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as taxation is theft. But it is more extortion than it is theft.
But see, even those things, either one sounds unconstitutional, But that's the thing.
It's not though. It's in the Constitution.
But it was built by our framers. When was taxation put into place? When did that amendment go into place?
Well, that one was 1913, I believe. The federal income tax was established in 1913, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when
we obviously had ways of taxing before that. Because we had roads, everyone's favorite thing, roads. We've had those before.
But I want roads.
Yeah, but more roads.
What they did before
weren't they paying that with tariffs and things like that, though?
There were tariffs, and there still was a federal tax, but the states paid the tax. Mm-hmm. So the state came by and decided how you got taxed based on the way that the laws were structured from the state houses and what the needs of the people were. They decided how to collect from you. They collected and kept enough to keep their states running, and then they paid a portion to the federal government per the prescription of the federal government. We never paid taxes directly to the Fed. We always paid them to the states, and the states paid us because we're not supposed to be a unified country, even though we want to be a unified country. We were supposed to be a collection of 13 different countries and now 50 different countries.
And just FYI, it needs to be hashtag repeal the 16th Amendment. That's the income tax.
I apologize. You are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's understandable. So what happens if we do take taxation away like that, and we rely on private enterprises to build roads, things like this, to get their product right? We've talked about this before, how we would expect the free market to step up and work, help with our infrastructure, make that happen, and donations, charity from people.
Let me ask you this
then. What happens when we don't meet the budgets?
Yeah, let me ask you, who builds the roads right now? Like, physically builds them?
The local municipalities.
Usually it's a private company.
Well, right, but they're high. But the money is coming from your county. In your county builds the roads that you're driving on, or your state builds them.
Right. So the federal government isn't needed.
Yeah,
federal government also isn't needed for that. But yeah, it's private companies are already building roads.
Okay, well, private companies are being hired to build roads. That's a difference.
Right.
Private companies are not stepping up and saying, "Hey, we're going to build this road. No money from the government, any government needed." That's
well, that does happen. That does happen
for
a lot.
Private roads, yes, you live on one. It's a private road.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So, by all accounts, the business, whoever built that road, can say people can't drive on this. It's a private road. You don't have any right to ask for this to be improved or anything like that. It's a private road, so it's owned by someone. Right.
Yeah, and all the roads are owned by someone.
Right.
Yeah.
So but still, what happens if we don't? What happens if we don't bring in enough money on a yearly basis to fund the things that have to happen from an infrastructure standpoint? So infrastructure and from a governmental standpoint, like the military. Do we expect that we're going to draw enough money from citizen donations and corporations to fund the military?
Cut some of your fucking needs, as George Carlin said.
Do what? Say that again?
As George Carlin said, cut some of your fucking needs.
Yeah, so we should have a smaller military.
Absolutely.
We'll have to
No,
cut.
that's on the federal side.
Okay,
That is on the federal side,
but
yeah.
the federal
But
takes
I'm
that
saying
out of
there's
your
a lot of
paycheck.
there's a lot of cuts that we can take.
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Let's go back to, well, as I said in the end of the video, if we want to do this perfectly, let's go back to no income tax whatsoever on from Washington, D.C.
Right.
The taxes that go to D.C. that fund the military, that fund congressional pensions and congressional paychecks, and whatever else they're working on, comes from the states. It comes from us, but it comes via the states. So the states collect from taxes from us as they see fit to A, to meet that debt, B, to build our infrastructure, because the federal government is not coming down and building our infrastructure for us as much as Donald J. Trump would like to believe that it is.
Right.
And yeah,
we would gain and we would garner enough in all the states from sales taxes to do that.
Well, we have an income tax in my state, so
Yeah, see, we in Florida do not.
Is that not
Hang on, because we in Florida do not have a state income tax, and we managed to make everything work.
Right, and I'm curious how I think I would think it's a paradox or a dichotomy to say that income tax taken by the federal government is theft, but on a state level it's not.
Well, there's a difference in the sales tax.
I can still go up to Madison and tell my state people what I think about them, and not have to go down to D.C. and get through thousands of people of Secret Service security to go tell my Congress people the same thing.
You just got to write a letter to your congressman. You can do it from email. They read all those, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, they're representatives of the people. So
that's a good one. Good joke.
Once upon a time that used to be a thing. Write your congressman.
Oh yeah.
But you had
to
put a stamp. Hey,
there was also a time.
Anella Baker in the chat. She said, "Let communities govern themselves." That would be good, but we've all got to govern together for a cohesive citizenship, I would think, right? I mean, to a certain extent, because we're going to find out here in the gun debate that this idea about states governing themselves, that's where your worst gun control is coming from. And that's, this is that argument about federal versus state,
Well,
yeah,
the Second Amendment,
and hang on, because we'll get into that 20 minutes from now. It's 20 minutes from now.
I'm not going to touch on it. I know I mentioned guns. I'm just giving a little foreshadowing. But what I am saying is there is an argument, no matter what the laws are, people, there are those people that think that the states should govern themselves versus the federal government. But you've got to have a mama to take care of all the children. Otherwise, you've just got 50 fucking states running around willy-nilly and playing it as they want.
God, I got to say that is the worst interpretation. That's also the worst interpretation of the federal government.
We're children.
Your mama.
We're children.
Fuck that. No.
Come on.
That is the worst way to look at it. Do you get your hand
slapped when you break the law?
Okay, no, I do not. I get put into a cage if I break the law.
Same thing.
Your mother's not supposed
because
to.
We don't want to hit our children anymore, so we got cages for them.
Wait, do you get separated from your family when you do it?
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully, if you want the full experience.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be at least this tall and this willing to ride this ride.
Remember when gun control was racist? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I do remember
that guy. Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Yep.
There used to be a standard. You would see that commercial in almost everything you watched. Pepperidge
and
Farms
now it's a
meme.
Place,
right?
Now it's a meme.
Well, that guy died, I think.
Now.
I am going to jump out of here for now, though. I'm going to.
We're
that's nice for this.
What time are we at? We're at 6:40. So in 5 minutes, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we're going to come back in just a couple of minutes before 7, and we'll get ready for this rousing Second Amendment / gun control debate that we're going to have, and we're going to see what Stephen Ignoramous can do to make me look like an idiot, because I know that's the plan in all of this. Is there's been a conspiracy going on. I understand it, but you can't make me look bad because I already do.
So you can't make him look worse than he already does.
You can't do worse than this. I mean, this speaks for itself. Well, unless we shave John's beard off, donate money.
Which that might happen, yeah. So we're almost.
Ooh, we've got to. Annabella says we've got to watch the F-bombs.
Flying? Oh no, we'll be flying. Trying to figure out what the F bomb is.
It's an acronym: fornication under control of. Was it
Of
control
the
of
king.
of the king?
Yeah.
Right. That's an acronym. It was under consent of the king. It was because
I think that's actually a myth, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some very valid sources that like put up a compelling story about it, but it was because of procreation. There wasn't enough procreation, supposedly going on, and so, or there was too much, and you had to get a writ to be able to have children.
Yeah, it probably would have been too much
because of famines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can attempt to curtail that a little bit for the lady. I don't have a problem with that. It is it doesn't have to be a common part of the language, even though it's kind of become a common part of the language. I wonder, is it in the dictionary yet?
I'm sure it is. Do we want to look it
Webster,
up?
and not Urban, the Websters.
Well, yeah, obviously.
They put ain't in, so all bets are
Yeah,
off.
because remember that was always like the common thing you say, ain't a word
and
because
now
it
it's a
ain't
word
in the dictionary. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yeah. So that's yeah. Sorry, Annabelle. We're kind of crass human beings every once in a while because we get a little worked up about this. So these libertarians and their whacked out viewpoints on what should happen with the government. We need our government. How else will we start wars?
That's fair. How else will we start wars?
But anyway, all right. So what time have we got? It's 6:43. So we're going to go ahead and pop out of here for a few minutes. Oh no.
What?
Ooh, I almost hit the red X in the corner.
Ooh,
I almost
that would
killed
have
the
been
stream.
terrible. Oh
Thank you,
no.
OBS, for giving me the idiot box.
Yeah.
Are you sure
That's
you want to do
awesome.
that? You're kind of streaming. Oh no. Thank you. I'll stay right where I'm at.
Go ahead and not do that.
All right, so we'll be bouncing back in about 10 minutes with our
Yeah.
part 4 of our 12-hour charity stream to support St.
That's
Jude's
right.
Children's Hospital. John, what's our tally? Where are we at? Are we still sitting at
Tally,
475?
I think we are at 475. Let me refresh. Yes, we are still at 475. So we're almost halfway there to losing this glorious beard and helping some children.
And just remember, folks, $25 more, and chat gets to pick the next task for John on that milestone so that we don't have to worry about him drawing a picture of Allah.
It wasn't Allah, it was Muhammad. But yeah, I'm not going to do that anyway. Folks say no guns.
No guns.
Oh, maybe that's the F-bomb,
What do you
folks.
say to that? I have to say this. They didn't take all they didn't take all the guns away in Australia. They just took most of them away.
And also, Anella, the link is in the description, and I can also just give it to you in the chat right now.
What link?
To the St. Jude's.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, but they did not take all guns away. People were still able to maintain smaller weapons that they already owned, collectors, that kind of thing. They took away what they considered the most dangerous weapons, and mostly that accounted to were long rifles included in that, or everything above that, like assault, anything that might be considered assault, etc. So, but it did drop crime, but it didn't make things perfect over there because you can still stab a folk.
You can.
You can. You can go right up to folks and just stab them all you want. But it is a little harder to get 100 folks stabbed up whenever you're going on a mass killing spree.
Sure.
Unless you're running through a mall. Where's the Mall of America?
Or a train, or in like a subway or something.
That is like 5 hours away from here.
Shh. Hey, people are going to assume you've got a plan in mind then. Shh. Just wait. It'll be in chat in a minute. J. Edgar is going to...
We'll see him on the news in a couple days.
All right, folks. So if you like what you're hearing, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share out there what we're doing for St. Jude's. We have got a glorious about 5 hours left. We're about to have our gun debate, Second Amendment debate going on for the next couple of hours. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Thanks.
See you guys.